Why is it that I'm about to sneeze as soon as I click start streaming? Oh, God. Okay. So, just before I start the stream, I want to preface, apologies for the abrupt cut at the end of last stream. My ISP decided to kill my Wi-Fi as soon as we got to a very interesting moment. I have already prefaced this in the description of the last stream. I went back and edited it. So I've trimmed last stream down to a point where there was a break in dialogue, and now I'm going to continue from said break in dialogue. It happens just after the scene inside of the Ravvenue mine. I'm sorry that I can't just stitch it together with my current setup. That's just not possible for me to do. Anyway, preamble out the way. Let's get back into it. Estelle! Hi, Tita. How's Agate doing? He's still asleep. But, his face looks a lot better, so I think he'll be okay as long as he gets a lot of rest. I see. So, this is Agate's house, huh? It's small, but it feels so warm. This is where he lived with his sister, then. Hey! This photograph. This looks like a picture of when Agate was a kid. That means this girl must be... Yes. I think it's Misha. She's such an adorable little girl. It looks like she and Agate were very close. I think so too. Agate and Misha look really happy after all. Yeah, they really do. Agate looks about 14 in this, so Misha would be, what, 12? Agate's got the sort of face that just screams, I'm the world's biggest prankster. I bet he was an interesting kid. Hey now, don't read too much into a man's old photographs. It's a little embarrassing. Really? Still though, why did Agate keep quiet about his sister? He kept talking about her as if she was still alive. Yeah, but, if you think about it, Agate never said Misha was alive. He said he comes back to visit, and I bet he meant visit her grave. Now that you mention it, yeah. He still should have known we had the wrong idea about it, though. Why wouldn't he correct us? I don't know, but... Agate said once work calmed down a bit, he'd introduce us all. I think he was going to tell us then. That's right. I bet that's it. Well, we can ask him later what he intended, but... Tita? We need to head back to the Bose Guild House soon, but, what is it? Estelle explained the army would be contacting the guild that evening. Oh, I see. Estelle? You don't need to say anything, Tita. You're gonna say you want to stay behind to take care of Agate, right? You underestimate me at your own peril, my little Tita. I can read the inside of your mind like a picture book. It's a big sister thing. Aww. Tita, don't worry. We will handle the rest. You just put your efforts into nursing Agate back to health so he can be back on his feet. Estelle, everyone, thank you so much. Duh, you don't need to thank us. There's only one thing I'll ask you to do. When Agate wakes up, tell him what we just told you, okay? You mean the stuff about the braces and army working together? Yeah. Also, I want you to stop Agate from trying anything reckless. Physically, if necessary. You're not to let him out of his bed until he's fully healed. Got it? Yeah, I'll do my best. Estelle, everyone, be careful, okay? I'll keep a close eye on Agate. You guys be careful. Promise? So, that's all there really is to do here for now. I don't believe there's anything else left for us to do, so let's head on back. Speed. So yeah, turbo mode can let you glitch through a couple triggers that you maybe aren't supposed to. Yeah, let's just fix that before we end up destroying the universe. And then return to Bose. Alright, let us return to the city before the sun sets. Good idea. We'll probably hear back from the General tonight, so we'd better hurry back to the guild house. Sounds like you kids had a workout. Still, to think Agate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all of the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder Agate felt the way he did back then. Back, huh? It was 10 years ago. And practically the day after the war ended, Agate came to the mayor's house. What? Why? You mean to your house, Nebel? Yes. He barged in honestly, with murder in his eyes, and came face to face with my father, the mayor at the time. He demanded to know why the mayor of Bose, the man responsible for the entire region. He demanded to know why he had abandoned Ravvenue. Oh. I was just a child at the time, and it got to me when I saw him arguing with father for seemingly no reason. So I, leapt out and slapped him. Oh, man. I can see why he doesn't like remembering that, at least. Yes. Though, ultimately, father never answered Agate's question. He did say he was going to send financial aid to help repairs. Agate grew even more livid when he heard that. He even raised his fist to strike father. But then, he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yes, it's always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to think Agate's sister died in the war. I've been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility too, for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Nebel. I suppose. How badly is Agate hurt? Don't worry, it's not too bad. He'll be up and surly again in 2, maybe 3 days. Let's be thankful for the small mercies at least. Yes, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. Yes. That, reminds me, Nebel. How is Leela doing? Well, her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't come out of her coma yet. Oh, How despicable of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely refined ladies such as Leela are treasures that ennoble the world by simply existing. I'll tell Leela you said that when she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the guild and army were to truly work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises. But just between you, me, and the desk, we'll make it work. This is the Bracer Guild, Bose branch. Oh, General, sir, we've been waiting. And here we go. Now, to see just how well Morgan can set aside his pride. Oh. Oh, so that's the plan then. I understand. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 a.m. sharp. I'll be sure to tell them. Thank you, sir. So, what's the word, Legrand? The Royal Army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow using airships. They say they want you on one of the airships as observers. They're going to use airships? Whoa! Taking the battle to our foe in his element, then. And with the elite of the Liberlian military. Well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at that dragon. And it might be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary then, huh? I'm up for it. At last, some light at the end of the tunnel. Mabel! Mabel, are you alright? Yes, it was nothing. You look dizzy enough to be a toy top, Mare. You must be exhausted. But... I know what Estelle just said, Mare, but don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really, I'm hardly straining myself. During the 100 Days' War, Father did everything he could to protect Bose. One time, he even conducted extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Mabel. Oh, Mabel. Estelle, everyone, please, take care of things. Please, dispel the fear that haunts the people of Bose and Ravvenue. Yeah, leave it to us. Hey, Agate. Agate, come on. Are you looking forward to your birthday? I've got a present that I'm sure will make you super duper happy. Something I like, huh? You gonna make something tasty for me? What? No. Why would you think of food when I mention a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You really think so? Something that'll last and I'll treasure. Maybe a hunting knife or something? You just got a hunting knife in the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory. Handmade by yours truly. It's, not done yet, though. Whoa, hey. An accessory? Like, what kind of accessory? I'm not a girl, you know. Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Hey, come on, knock it off. Do you, really not want it? You've always taken care of me, so I wanted to give something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but if it's not something you'd like... Just don't make it too cute or too flashy, okay? Don't worry. It's simple but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate. I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. Yeah, I get it. You got me all curious now, so just make it good, okay? I will. Hey, Agate? What is it, Misha? I just want to say, thank you so much for always being my big brother. What? A dream, huh? This is... Yeah, this should be good. Misha? Agate! Oh, thank Adios, you're awake. Short stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no. Ugh. No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed at all yet. Come on. Stuff like this ain't a big deal. They're hill fine, even if you ignore them. No! I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you out of bed until you were better. Hey. No. 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 I get it already. Sheesh. Getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already. Where the heck is everyone? They all went back to the city for a while. They made up some kind of promise with General Morgan, I think. A promise with Morgan? Tita conveys Agate's message, Estelle's message to Agate. Ah, I see. So they got Morgan moving, did they? Guild ought to be hearing from the army right about now, if that's the case. Well, hell, I can't just... Stay here is what I want to say. But on the other hand, it is pretty late tonight. We'll get out to Bose tomorrow morning. But... Look, I've had a good long rest. I'm seriously feeling better. These really are just scratches. They'll heal up, even if I'm working hard. I'm fine. Don't worry. You're sure you're not forcing yourself? Hey! Give the veteran bracer a little bit of credit here. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the society twice. Can't keep putting you in danger either. Oh. Point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Trust me a little here. Oh, Agate. I guess you do look a lot better, though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limits better than anyone. That's good. Hey, what's wrong? I said I'm okay, really. I swear to the goddess I ain't lying. No, that's not it. I'm so relieved. It's just so... Come on, short stuff. Calm down. I get it. I'm sorry, Tita. I guess I made you worry pretty bad, huh? After charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight I had no chance of winning. And then on top of all that, I made you do that crazy thing to protect me. Yeah, Agate, you dummy. I was so worried when I saw you get hurt, and... Yeah, you're right. I really am a complete idiot. Feel a bit calmer now? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry like that. Yeesh. You sure know how to shock a guy, you know that? Whole thing sent shivers down my spine. Way worse than when I fought that silver-haired idiot. Oh yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left. Ah, that's what smelled so good. Right on. Wait, hold on. Why's the kitchen... Huh? Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are a little different, but it looks just like it did back then. And there's something like this, too. I'm amazed it survived. Huh? Oh, right. I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago. You mean? One of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit it dead on. Of caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations. I'd heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had it rebuilt, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together even. I never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks, given how much they did.
Then, that's when Misha...
Secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind. And she thought it'd look good on me. When we were fleeing for the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. And that's when the house was hit. And they finally pulled her out. She was burned pretty badly. Let's put it that way. Even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look.
It's pretty.
They ain't even septium. Ain't even valuable. Just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the number of times I've thought, oh, for this? It's funny though, you know? Can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village, though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with. Even when I became a raven down in Rouen. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right?
No, not at all.
No, it's pretty damn pathetic. As long as I could hold on to this, and I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself, my anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister.
But
I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception, and unable to move on. It's exactly like that bastard said.
Agate.
Nah, it's worse, ain't it? I'm just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most. A goddamn loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Agate, I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt. But I think I need to say something in Misha's place. Don't you dare make fun of my big brother! You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself.
What? Huh.
I know I might not measure up to Misha, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. So, it makes me so sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry, despite not really understanding what you meant.
Oh, man. Busting out the lectures. Sounding exactly like Misha. You sure are acting grown up, short stuff.
Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad and really angry.
Sad and angry. I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head.
Oh?
Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it.
Agate.
There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. All you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long.
So, the market's already being repaired? That's wonderful. They certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday.
Yes, Nebel's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Ravvenue as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best, even through their fear.
I've heard word from Grancel as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen! Awesome!
I can think of certain lords and ministers of Ravvenue who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic. Half the time, our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done.
Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the Royal Army can do then. So, we should just head for the landing port, I guess, right?
Yes, you're scheduled to depart at 10 AM, at port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies.
Right. Won't that be a little difficult with the market, in the state it's in?
The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly. So should you need to pick anything up, the necessities are there.
Nothing like persistence.
It would be wise to visit them before we head to the landing port.
Indeed it would. Sorry for the long introduction, but welcome back everybody to Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. So, when we last left off, we cleaned up some things at the Ravvenue mine after chasing down the dragon and Loewe. And, well, Agate and Tita had a heart-to-heart. And now we're going to pursue the dragon with the help of the army. First and foremost, you do want to head to the hotel, even if you feel like you are fully prepared on equipment. As if you do need to do the infinite money trick, Crate and Backs is right there. The pharmacy is here. Head to the top floor. The magazine stand is here, and there is a special limited copy of the Liberls news that I believe you can only get at this point in time, called Ancient Dragon Appears. There's also Gambler Jack Volume 6, again, if you missed it at the market, so don't worry. I don't believe there's any other important shops. I mean, the hardware store, I guess. But there's really not much to buy from there. And Kraniger's not best pleased about his delays. Unfortunate for him. So we head into Kirsch's bar. I think we have everything we need from there. We've got enough mystery pastes, certainly. That out of the way, if you have all of your equipment and stuff set up, you can then save. You can also go down to the Orbital Factory. I believe that area wasn't damaged at all, so you can still get in and do some tweaking if you need to.
Personally, I would save your money for a bit. There's not really anything we want or need to buy at the moment. Also, try not to spend your excess of Earth Sepith. I know it might sound tempting, but you want to keep hold of your excess Sepith if you haven't used it yet. We do, however, have enough for 1 EP Cut 4, so we're going to synthesize that immediately. And as soon as we get enough Mirage, we'll make an EP4 as well. So for now, pardon my random coughing fits. My apologies. Opening more slots. Whoopee! So EP Cut 4 is a large advancement, because with EP Cut 4 by itself, that gives us access to Clock Up, Anticept, and a bunch of other cool stuff, but primarily, it gives us most of the ingredients for White Gehenna on its own, which means we now have a spammable version of Hellgate that inflicts the effect on a larger area, which is very neat. It will also probably be a lifesaver coming up. Before you leave Bose, you should make sure that you at least have some freeze-resistant accessories, as the enemies in the area coming up will have a very high freeze infliction rate. I have enough lighters and Tian clips amongst my parties, so that I'll be fine, but you may not, so there's a warning for you. I can also give Estelle the EP Cut 3. Not that she really needs it, but you know. Anyhowsy me hoosies. Head over to the airport, speak to the receptionist, and then shimmy over to Dock 1. Looks like the military ship hasn't shown up yet. We should have enough time to visit the merchants if we need anything. What do you want to do, Estelle? I've already done all my prep, so I'm just going to wait for the army ship. So, the airship that's going to pick us up is going to be one of those big reinforced army ones, right? Yes, one of our guard ships. They make up most of our military ships, so I'd imagine that's what we'll all go on. The typical Royal Army Guard ship is usually well-rounded, strong firepower, and a large load capacity and good mobility. Though, that's what I know from 10 years ago. They've been upgraded, some since their initial deployment, correct? Yes. In addition to giving them better armor and engines and such, we have specialized the ships by varying their equipment. Patrol craft, scout craft, attack craft. The principle, at least as I understand it, is to ensure the squadrons are flexible by giving each one mission-specific equipment. Just what I'd expect from the country that invented airship warfare. We have airship squadrons in Calvard, but they're nothing more than showboats, really. The Empire is a little different. We use airship squadrons, but the Empire's strength has always lain in its cavalry division, our tanks in this age. Attention please, a Royal Army vessel will be landing at Port 1 momentarily. All non-affiliated personnel, please refrain from entering Port 1. Hey, there we go. Uh-huh. I don't think I've heard this engine sound before. Oh my, that's... Ah! Well, I suppose we ride in luxury then. Oh, we're gonna be riding via sail? Julia didn't mention this at all when I spoke with her last night. Yo, Estelle. Hi, everybody. Long time no see. What is that? We seem to have a habit of meeting in the strangest damn places.
Estelle, everyone, it's so great to see you again. Why are Niall and Dorothy on the Orsay?
Allow me to explain.
Julia, you awful tease. Why didn't you tell me last night that you'd be coming in the Orsay?
I get to have my fun with surprises sometimes, my princess.
My apologies if I startled you.
Oh, Julia.
I take it that you're using the Orsay as part of Grandmother's plan?
Just so.
What's Her Majesty got to do with this?
If the famous cutting-edge Orsay gets involved, those living in fear of the dragon may have their concerns eased. I believe that is her thinking.
Oh, good idea.
Queen Alicia continues to impress. The reporters are, I assume, along for the very same reason? Yeah, pretty much. Whole damn country's losing it over this dragon thing. Looks like the hoping us humble reporters can produce a little something to calm the masses. Mr. Burns, remember. I know. I won't give away any state secrets. I am gonna be poking my head around to some extent, though. I ain't writing straight propaganda here. As you wish. On time for once, I see. Comes Morgan. General Morgan. General, allow me to express our thanks for allowing us aboard. Well, Her Majesty's opinion helped. Let me be clear on this up front so there's no misunderstanding. You bracers are nothing more than observers on this mission. All you'll be allowed to do is watch as we execute the plan.
I'm fine with that. If the army can settle things, I sure won't complain.
I look forward to seeing what you can do, General. Very well. Your Highness, please this way. We shall accompany you to the bridge. But we cannot allow the Princess to board as a mere passenger on her own airship. It would affect the crew's morale, Your Highness.
Very well.
Well, he's icy as always. I wish he'd just accepted us dumb civvy bracers. You know, something approaching competent. The General is a hardhead, old-school sort of man. I doubt he'll ever change his opinions quickly. Allow me to lead you aboard the ship. And on that note, allow me to finally welcome you properly as allies and friends of the long-standing. Welcome aboard the Orsay, flagship of the Royal Guard and Liberls. Damn, too late.
They're gone.
We should have headed out a bit earlier. Ah, well. We'll leave the Dragon watching to the rest of the gang.
Yeah. But, I wanted to ride the Orsay.
Come on, short stuff. There's more to life than gawking at machines.
But there's so much to see. An engine room with 8 of the new model engines. A next-generation bridge with all the best information processing equipment. It'd be a dream.
Your eyes are lit up like candles.
But still, Agate, what do we do now?
Good question. Well, first off, I'm gonna need a new greatsword if I want to keep being the heavy blade.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you can't really repair a sword that gets broken that badly.
Yeah. Gonna have to buy a new one. And let's go order one at the weapons store in the South Block.
Agate.
Yo, Ted.
You're the receptionist here, aren't you?
Looks like you didn't make it in time. I can try to raise the Orsay on radio if you want. Nah, that's okay. So you came out here just to see if I'd caught the flight? That too, but we actually just got a rush delivery on the flight last night with your name on it. I just found it. A rush delivery for me? Yeah, a small package. Return address says Russell. What?
From Grandpa?
I am running out of water. Uh-oh. My throat may get very dry and hacky coming up. My apologies. Well then, allow me to explain Operation Dragon Capture. This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Our ground divisions will focus solely on keeping order in all regions during the operation.
Wait, all the regions? So we're going beyond bose for this?
Possibly, not by our choice. Last night's events showed that the Dragon's capacity for flight is significant. It is very possible that it will move to another region at some point.
Yeah, good point.
The plan shall involve 12 airships in total, including the Arcee, which is to say it involves 2/5 of our entire fleet. The rest will be held in reserve.
2/5 of the entire fleet? That's enough power to...
Enough power to give our friend quite a reception, Julia?
Sir. Whoa!
This is a map of the mission plan? Yes, precisely. The Arcee is currently cruising in bose airspace. We shall be using the Arcee as the flagship and command vessel for this operation. The actual Dragon Patrol shall be carried out by 8 patrol ships equipped with wide area radar. If the Dragon so much as raises its head above the tree line, they will be able to find it. Then, once the Dragon is found, ships will give chase at high speed and use their rapid-fire artillery to check the Dragon and guide it over to Lake Valeria. At the same time, several patrol vessels armed with tranquilizer rounds will be scrambled from Leyston Fortress. Once the Dragon is pinned, they will intercept it. They will fire every tranquilizer round they have and sink the creature. That is the plan in full.
Wow! Well, this is certainly a bit larger scale than most guild operations. If the tranquilizers don't work, I'm guessing you'll switch to live ammunition?
Yes. In that case, we'll have to destroy the Dragon with concentrated fire from all ships. Her Majesty has asked us to prioritize capture over destruction, but we are ready for every contingency.
Huh? Why would Queen Alicia want the Dragon alive?
Dragons are creatures of myth, the oldest legends. She said she could not bear to have it slain.
I can understand that, especially since the Dragon is under the Society's control. Yeah, good point.
Second time she said that.
Wait, that's right! That Lawrence, Leonhardt, whoever he is, guy, he had a gospel. That'd mean...
Yes, the orbital shutdown phenomenon. According to Professor Russell, the maximum range of the effect is roughly 5 Arg. All ships have ordered to get no closer than 10 Arg to the Dragon. As long as we do that, there should be no problem.
That should work, hopefully.
Most impressive, General. You do seem prepared for everything. We learned quite a bit from the 100 Days War. And should this plan somehow fail entirely, we will be left wanting for options. Should that come to pass, we will be relying on you.
It's nice of you to say that, but, why do I get the impression you think this plan is foolproof and invincible?
Of course. If this plan has a problem, it's that we have to wait for the Dragon to show its face.
Well, that's a question. What do we do if the Dragon doesn't show up?
Given how Ouroboros has behaved up to this point, I find it unlikely they'll keep it hidden. They'll want to use that Dragon to do something.
They probably will, won't they? Well then, bracers. Once we've found the Dragon, we will announce it over the comm. Until then, please make yourselves at home. So, save your game. We are now aboard the Arcee.
Miss Bryce?
Is something wrong, General Morgan?
I was taking a moment to look over the battle plan again. A plan that can seem perfect when first drafted can show faults over time.
Have you, found any problems then?
None that stand out to me. Short of the truly unpredictable happening, this plan should succeed. I'm afraid there'll be no need for you this time.
Well, I won't mind if that turns out to be true. But if we need to, we'll help as best we can. You did, let us aboard after all, sir. You must expect something could happen.
It's possible, but remember, you will only act if our plan ends prematurely. I expect you to follow orders during the mission itself.
Don't worry, we understand. We'll just watch for now and see what you guys can do.
Quite a head on your shoulders, Miss Bright. We still have a little time before contact with the dragon. Use the time until then to ensure you're prepared.
So you want to head down to the lower decks? In here is the engine room. We have two Orville engineers in here, Hugo and Louise. I believe Louise is from the Zeiss, God, what's it called? Jeez. Brain help. Anyhow, the Arcee has a bunch of rooms. If you speak to all the NPCs, same as most normal boats. Oh, not boats, airships, the story will progress. So make sure you actually go around and check everything you want out before you speak to all your party members. Hello, Estelle. It's been quite a while. Oh no, did you forget me? It's Peyton, the mechanic. I was with you during one of your plans against Colonel Richard. Sorry, a lot's happened since then. I remember you now, though. You're the one who got us the Intelligence Division airship, right?
Yep. Glad I could be of help, and glad you didn't completely forget about me. Still, I'd heard there were bracers aboard. And the thought crossed my mind that it might be you guys, but I didn't think I'd be right in the money.
Small world, huh? We didn't think the Arcee would be here either. Seems like the Royal Army's pulling out everything for this mission.
Yes, I've heard that this is the largest Liberlian military mobilization since the 100 Days War. They tell me our target's a legendary ancient dragon. What a better way to test the new engine, though, right?
You sure seem confident.
Well, hey, in a way, all of our tuning of that thing was in preparation for this day. The designers from the Central Factory are here today, too, to collect data. It's finally time for the Arcee to make her grand entrance. I want it to fly like nothing's flown before.
So this is the cargo hold that we're in right now. And there's some civilian rooms over there. We head to the second floor. There is the cafeteria. Not much of a choice to eat here when we're on a long haul voyage. Part of the job is, though, the nice reading here is. In case he's got one hell of a job changing the menu up every day, so we don't get tired of the same thing. Yo, Bracers! Welcome to the ship's galley. My name's Casey. I run this little corner of the Ladybird as ship's cook. I run the ship's commerce strut too, but that's not quite ready yet. If you want some supplies, I'll have to ask you to come back a bit later.
Ah, Estelle. Touring the ship?
Pretty much, yeah. Wait a minute. Are you drinking before a mission?
This is a drink of celebration, my sweet. I celebrate the imminent meeting of the genius bard and the legendary dragon.
Well, putting aside the genius bard bit, a legendary dragon. Do they still tell stories about dragons in the Empire?
Why, naturally. There are quite a number of legends and tall tales of sightings, especially in the southern regions near Bose. In fact, I believe the Imperial Institution of Science was to launch an investigation. But then the 100 Days War broke out.
Wow, sounds like you guys take legends kind of seriously. So even in the Empire, dragons are pretty much a mystery, huh?
You could say that, I suppose. But to the people of the Empire, this particular situation would have a more straightforward solution.
Straightforward, huh?
Erebonia is far more, pragmatic realm than Nebel. Something like this were to happen in the Empire, His Majesty would order the destruction of the dragon immediately. The Empire believes in boldly standing against all who would oppose it. Even if the opposition is a dragon, it would be torn down without mercy. That seems a little bloodthirsty. Securing national peace through force of arms is the Erebonian way. I confess, as a messenger of love and peace, I do find it a bit sad. It would be an interesting turn of events for the dragon to flee into Erebonia. For that to happen, though, it is all too clear that it would be taken as an excuse for re-enkindled war. Our General Morgan is all too aware of that, I suspect. So, there's potential war at stake, is there? Doesn't sound too good. Estelle! Good to see you. What brings you here?
I could ask the same thing of you, Zin. I know. Trying to catch a nap or something?
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but no. I thought I'd get a little practice in. I cannot seem to stay calm sitting in a confined space like the ship. You're in the middle of one of your walks, I guess.
Yeah, I can never manage to sit still myself. But practice, huh? Isn't this a little cramped for practice?
Practice isn't all about movement, remember? There's plenty you can do, even in a small space such as this.
Huh? Like what?
Breathing exercises and meditation, for one. But practicing your forms is an important part of training as well. Especially for bracers like us, who tend to get a little sloppy and let our styles fall apart from so much live combat. It's important, from time to time, to find a chance to return to the basics and correct yourself.
That's, a good point. I haven't actually done any disciplined practice for a while now. Hearing you put it that way makes me worry I'm in, like, an awful mess for a fight now. Oh, man.
It's nothing to worry about. I was speaking generally. Still, if it resonated with you, then there's nothing lost by finding a chance to recenter yourself. My offer still stands to be a practice partner.
Well, thanks, Zin. I may just take you up on that.
I'll be looking forward to it. I'm gonna continue my kata for a while. I want to be warmed up when that dragon appears.
Now we can finally head up to the deck, which is all the way up here. Heading out onto the back of the ship. Shara! So this is where you are. Hi, Estelle. Taking a walk? Yup. Enjoying the wind? Yes. The weather's lovely, so I'm taking it easy. Knowing when to take a breather is part of our job too, you know. Short breaks like these are good for keeping our minds sharp. Now's the perfect time. Yeah, I know. Hey, Shara, do you think the plan will work? To be honest, I don't know. Common sense says there's a very good chance it'll succeed. We have 12 patrol ships out on patrol as we speak, after all. Hard to imagine even something as powerful as a dragon getting away from all that. Yeah, I guess you're right. General Morgan was pretty confident too. That's just how he looks on the surface. Remember, he was none too happy to have bracers on board, and yet he let us on anyway. That can only mean one thing. He's worried about how this will turn out too? Exactly. And that, Estelle, is why conserving our strength right now is a good idea. Makes sense. Guess I'll keep wandering around a bit. Good, that's what I like to hear. Not every day you get to ride the Arcee. Enjoy yourself. True enough. See you, Shara. And see you soon too, Estelle. And the fact we're on board proves General Morgan is uneasy. We need to be ready to act at a moment's notice. But until then, I'm gonna take it easy. Yoo-hoo, Estelle! Hi, Dorothy. You seem to be doing okay. Is your camera still treating you good? You bet. This girl's so cute, she looks great from any angle. And by this girl, you mean the Arse? Oh, Dorothy, you're as you as ever. You too, Estelle. You're just full of energy as always. Well, thanks. Wait. Were you worried about me? Yeah, of course. I mean, I took the photo of Joshua, right? If that made you all sad, I'd have to be sad too. Oh, Dorothy, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm a reporter, so it's my job to try and cheer people up. Sort of. If you're worried about anything else, talk to me anytime. I'll, keep that in mind.
Yo, Estelle. Still in time till the dragon shows up.
More or less. How about you? Putting stuff together for your latest scoop?
Not really. I'm waiting for the star of the show, same as you. Even if it doesn't show up, at least we got a few nice shots of the Arse. We're just lucky enough to even be here.
You must be having a field day. You get to cover the fight with the dragon, and the new cutting-edge ship all in one go. Bleh.
Hell, the dragon versus airship thing alone would make this story of the decade. Every single reporter at the office raised their hand when we were taking volunteers to cover this.
That figures. Congrats on getting picked for the job. Did you guys draw straws or something?
Draw? No, of course not. I got picked because I'm a damn good reporter. All that effort during the coup is starting to finally pay off.
Well, hey, more power to you. So even the Royal Army respects you now, huh?
Hey, if you write good stuff, even the big guys will come knocking on your door. By the way, if anything interesting come your way lately, I'm free to swap a few stories anytime you want. Could always use a few good editorials to fill our pages.
We'll see.
Speaking of Estelle, you close at all to Captain Schwartz?
I wouldn't exactly call us close. I guess we've known each other for a while now, though.
Don't suppose you could introduce me? We've been getting hounded by readers for a special edition featuring the female captain of the Royal Guard.
Julia's kinda popular, then?
Oh, totally. I'd say she's about as popular as Her Highness Claudia. I've even heard of some publishers are itching to put a whole photo album of her on the shelves.
Photo album?
It's just a rumor floating around. Even if they wanted to, there's no way they get permission. And I sure don't want to be the guy who's caught taking candid photos of her.
Yeah, that's true. I'd kinda like to see this album, though.
And then the bridge should be above us.
Estelle, hello. Are you finding it a little hard to calm down? Yeah, a bit. Really can't stay still for this one. And that reminds me, you, always walk around like this on the passenger ships as well. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do. I don't know. I feel all kinda suffocated and trapped when I just have to sit around politely. That's very like you, Estelle. But, I wouldn't worry about that too much on the Arse. Huh? What do you mean? Property of the Orsleys family it may be, but this is still a fully functional war cruiser. At full speed, its engine capabilities far exceed those of passenger vessels. If you got flank speed, I don't think you'd even be able to remain standing. Is that seriously that fast with the new engine? You'll be quite surprised, I think. It's a bit like walking into a storm. I see. So that kind of makes all this the calm before the storm, then? Yes, after a fashion. This may be a very brief period of peace before the action begins. If you want to look around the interior, this may be your only chance. I'd better keep that in mind, then. Guess I better start wandering around faster, huh? Yes. I'll see you later. As you said, Estelle, this is the calm before the storm. If you want to have a look around the interior of the Arse, this may be your only chance. Miss Bright, good day. How do you find the essay? It's really, really cool. I guess I shouldn't be surprised the Queen's ship is awesome, but still. Thank you for your kindness, Miss Bright. I am simply relieved the new engine made it in time. Of course, I hardly expected to use it on a mission of quite this nature. I hear that. Who'd imagine a dragon would show up? Yes, it is an utter mystery as a foe, even to us. We may have a plan of attack, but it would be foolish to rely completely on it in the face of the unknown. Be prepared for anything in case something goes amiss. If anything happens, it'll be all up to us, huh? Hopefully, it will not come to that. But only Adios knows what lies before us. Oh, by the way, Julia, did you know that Mr. Niall Burns, wants to cover you for an article? An article? About me? Yeah, he wants the citizens to know the real Royal Guard, he says. He's pretty serious about his job, so I think you can trust him, you know? I am well aware of Mr. Burns' professional credentials. If not, I would not have allowed him to accompany us and cover this story. Oh yeah, good point. To be honest, I absolutely support the idea behind such an article. However, I am afraid I must decline. Huh? Even if you support it? We have refused similar proposals from other companies as well, you see. We cannot give the Liberls news any special treatment. Ah, I guess not. Forgive me, but please tell him as much. I still look forward to seeing the article, however. Okay then. Signal from the melder. Dragon in flight in the airspace above the Malga mine. All crew to battle stations. All crew to battle stations. Guild observers report to the bridge. Here we go. Well, that was a very short trip. I'll let the scene here speak for itself. What's happening? The dragon is above the Malga mine. Look at the display. Malga, so it's in Roland. I'm amazed we found it. Where shall we intercept it, sir? A good question. We need to lure it into the lake, but we cannot afford to let it near the capital. Our interception point will be near the Lenhart River estuary. Patrol ships, lure the dragon to the riverside. Attack ships, forward! Aye, sir. This is the assay to all ships. Our interception point will be the Lenhart River estuary. All patrol ships lead the dragon to the interception point. Use formation B. Attack ships, launch and proceed to the interception point. To think, he would actually fall into their hands. Perhaps I need to settle this myself. No. If I act, it will simply be the same thing all over again. He and I are in the same position, I suppose. Great Adios who art in the sky, please, guide us who stand upon this chaotic earth. All attack ships have been launched. Estimate their arrival at 1200 hours. Full speed ahead. Put us southwest of the interception point. Aye, sir. Restore orbital power flow to all sections. Ahead, full. Helm, take us to the southwest of the Lenhart River estuary.
All attack ships have arrived at their designated positions. Tranquilizer rounds loaded and ready. Alright, all that's left is to wait for the dragon to show up. All attack ships prepare to fire. Begin attack on my command. Aye, sir. Ooh. And it begins. All ships, fire! Ha! I think we got it! Absolutely incredible. Huh, not even a dragon could stand up to this. My goodness! Such spectacle! What a performance! Confirming splashdown of dragon into Lake Valeria. Shall we proceed as planned and bind it, sir? Proceed. As soon as you've confirmed it's safe, bring the Arcee down. We'll perform a water landing and inspect the dragon ourselves. Aye, sir. Chuck that one up to the army, I suppose. Water landing complete. No response from the dragon. Right then. Time to see this with my own eyes. Captain, accompany me. Sir. Can we? Yes, you should come too. This is an ancient dragon of legend. Not exactly something you'll get to see every day. Yeah. Well... Oh, wow! It's so big! That's what she said. He's so handsome, too. It's a shame he's asleep. I hope he wakes up soon. I told you, girl. If he wakes up, we're in trouble. Still, hell of a creature. Wow. Incredible hardly does it justice. Estelle! You guys came too, huh? Your Highness, it is dangerous out here. Please, I must ask you to return to the cabin. I'll be fine, General. Besides, seeing it up close, it is truly magnificent. Is it really asleep, though? We've confirmed a heartbeat, so it isn't dead. Even so, we've pumped enough tranquilizers into it to stop an army of normal monsters. It will be down for a while. Cool, that's good then. Speaking of things being good, does anybody see that Leonhardt, Loewe, whoever guy around? I doubt he could be hiding. Loewe held the gospel, which was the linchpin of this experiment. If he is not here, does that mean they have abandoned their quest? According to the patrol ships that chased the dragon in, there was never a rider visible. I'd say it's very likely he wasn't present to begin with. Not surprising. He probably learned of our plan and fled. Typical of his sort of criminal element.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy just to turn tail and run.
Indeed.
We shouldn't let our guard down just yet. Incidentally, where are you taking the dragon after this?
For the moment, the plan is to tow it into Leiston. After that, we'll need to discuss it with Her Majesty and Cassius first.
I see. Huh?
Dorothy?
Did you find something? Maybe it's just my imagination, but... Is there a bump on its forehead?
What? Uh-oh.
She's right. There is a little bump. There's a slit on it, actually. Maybe it's like an eye or some... Whoa! No.
The gospel. It's here.
What?
Damn you. You will not escape. Boards, get us in the air.
Sir.
No good. Guided missiles can't get a lock.
Damn it all. We can see the heat signature right there too. It must be jamming our missiles somehow.
Alright then. Give it a taste of the main guns.
The target is increasing in speed. 2,300 Selch per hour. 2,400. 2,500. 600?
What a monster. None of the patrol ships will be able to pursue it.
The USA's engine can keep up with that. All hands. We'll now accelerate to flank combat speed. 3,200. All hands, brace for G-force shock. What does that mean? The massive acceleration and thrust will make it feel like it makes us heavier. Crouch down and brace yourself. Okay. Flank speed engage. Do not let it escape.
Aye, ma'am.
That is strong fast. We do seem to be making a bit of headway. Oh god. Dragon is descending. This rate will lose visual. Keep going. Do not lose it. How can we still be in a cloud? Wait, where is this? What do you... The Nebel Valley. Could we already be in the mist? Dragon has descended to 12,000 Arge. 11,000. 1,000. 900. Dragon lost, ma'am. Julia. So, we lost sight of it? We did. The northwestern part of Nebel Valley, the place where the fog is deepest.
Can we dock the Arcee in that old fort?
No, the Arcee is too large.
I see. The operation is over then. All operation ships are to patrol the Nebel Valley region. The Arcee will return to Bose.
The dragon has fled to the northwestern corner of Nebel Valley. It's the part of the valley that's the hardest to traverse, and it's covered in deep fog, being further in than the bandit base was. In other words, Scouting by airship will be difficult. Difficult at best. There's really no option but to dispatch an expedition on foot. But wait a second! If you send in a whole army, the dragon will just run away! She has a point. I think it would be better to try and strike at him with a smaller group while he's still vulnerable.
Meaning you'd like for us to leave it to you? Well, we are most used to investigating something on difficult terrain than most of your troops. I would say we're the right people for the job. Do you have any idea... Do you have any idea of how you would investigate this? As I recall, there is no real road into that section of the valley. Simply wandering over and praying to Adios that you'll find something could take days at a minimum.
Well?
Leave that to me. Here we be... Oh!
Agate, Tita!
Yo! Sorry to butt in.
Pardon us. What are you doing here? And more importantly, are you sure you should be up and about?
Like I told Tita, this is nothing. Just a bunch of scratches.
Tita, is he serious? Estelle stare. Tita, Estelle stare. Yeah. I don't think Agate's really pushing himself. I see. Well, okay then, I guess.
You have plenty of energy, if nothing else. You said leave it to me, but do you even know what we're talking about? Yeah, Legrand filled me in on the detail. Overgrown lizards disappeared into the northwest of Nebel Valley, right?
Yeah, but what can you...
I know a man who knows a lot about that area. If we ask him, we should be able to find a way to get into the corner of the valley. Oh?
Who is this guy exactly?
A tough old-timer by the name of Welmer. He lives on the eastern side of the valley. He bragged to me once that he got across the ravine that divides the part from the rest.
Oh, right! That old man living in the little hut. Heh, impressive. Your constant hunt for information has borne fruit, you might say.
Even if you find the dragon, what do you intend to do? It is not what I would call a trivial foe. Do you intend to slay it yourselves? There's a gospel on that thing's head, right? Job 1 is to deal with that.
It does follow to reason that the dragon has grown violent is due to the gospel. And the gospels have been responsible for all sorts of bizarre phenomenon before now, after all.
And, if we nullify the gospel, perhaps we can put an end to the dragon's rampage. Sounds like a good plan to me.
When you say you'll break the gospel, you remind me of what Father Graham did. He hit the gospel with an artifact and shorted it out. But we do not exactly have a surfeit of artifacts.
Yeah, we don't have time to fiddle with stuff like that. We're just gonna smash that thing to bits. Frame and all.
What? Whoa, hang on a sec. Can we really break a gospel that easily? Whenever I handled one, it always seemed like it was really sturdy.
Let's just say we've got a solution to that little problem. Take a look.
Your sword. There's something fitted into the... Oh, now I see.
Russell tossed me a new gizmo of his in the mail. It's a little something for breaking gospels.
For real? How is it meant to work exactly? Oh, I'll explain. The unit on the hilt applies a high-frequency vibrations to the blade. That will help it break Gospel's brain. Because of the vibration, the motor will break after a few hits. But Grandpa is sure that if you hit a Gospel cleanly with a vibrating blade, the Gospel will break. I don't think I quite get it at all, but it sounds incredible. Libel's greatest living genius comes through once again.
I got Tita to attach it when it arrived, and it seems like it works. All that's left now is to find the dragon and give him a good one on the forehead. So, Mr. General, how's that sound for a plan? If Russell's given you a fighting chance, I suppose I have no choice but to agree.
So then...
You'll let us take a crack at it? Yes. Do everything you can. However, I will have airships around the valley on standby. they will be able to respond if or when the dragon slips past you. Sounds like a challenge. You just tell them they won't need much ammo. The RSA will patrol in Bose airspace while you search. Once you've discovered the dragon's location, please contact us. Roger, leave it to us. I'll have C carry a message once we find it. If I'm not with them, I'll ask him to stay near Estelle. Scream! Your Highness, if you do accompany them, please take the greatest care. Estelle Bright, Agate Krosner. Huh? What? If the dragon escapes the valley, the army will move to contain it with everything we have. We will not allow the people of Liberls to come to harm again. So, do everything you can. Don't worry about protecting others. Focus on your mission and leave the rest to us. General! So basically, I got you back. Never thought I'd hear that from you, General. What brought that up? Nothing but politeness, Mr. Krosner. Captain, get us in the air. Sir. So, I'm gonna get rid of all of Zin's things. Okay, so we're gonna see Welmer in Nebel Valley, right? Yeah. More importantly, though, you're really tagging along, Tita. Of course. If the vibration unit breaks, I can fix it right then and there. I think my cannon can lend a hand against flying monsters, too. Fine, whatever. Just don't slow us down, short stuff. No problem. Estelle? What is it? What's with the look? Oh, nothing much. How do I put it? I was just thinking you two seem a lot closer now. I'm guessing Tita finally won Agate over. What? The hell are you going on about? Look at that blush. But seriously, it looks like you've got your feelings all sorted out, huh? Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna run off alone and get wrecked like a chump anymore. If I do, I'm gonna have a certain little someone guilt-tripping me with a pouty face again. Aww, Agate. I see. Okay then, let's hurry to Nebel Valley. Yeah! Let's move out! So, primarily, you're going to want a physical fighter in your party for this upcoming section. Seeing as you are forced to have Agate, he is who I would recommend. And unfortunately, Zin is not going to get much use, sadly. Sorry, Zin. We're going to head into the guild house. You want to make sure you take the Ravvenue Trail Monster quest, as I believe we are one quest point away from ranking up, and we're going to need it. Right. So we're going to assign Chloe as our extra party member here. So Chloe will handle our arts casting, Tita will handle support and the big pew pew boom boom. Agate's just gonna hit stuff with a big pointy stick, and Estelle's gonna do other things that Estelle does. This does mean that we can now also... Where is it? We don't want luck. We don't want scent either. I'm gonna give Agate haze. And in the slot that Tita has the action 1 in, we want to give her a scent instead. This just lets her cast stuff like Arts Crest, which is going to be really handy coming up. Could also give her defense to get Lock Crest, I think, but I'm not going to bother with it too much. Gonna want to put blind down here with the action 2. I think that's everything that we need. Eagle Eye is probably better off than range, honestly. I think that's everything we need. Shield is not going to be as helpful as it was coming up, so if you were using shield, you don't need to worry about that too much now. It's still going to be handy to have, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be as vital as it was before. Thinking about what I want to use for a status quartz here. Probably Death Blow, honestly. I have been putting off using it for a fair bit. Go on. And then I think everyone else is set up in a way I'm happy with. Yep, that'll do. Could use an extra action quartz, but that's okay. The Ravvenue Trail Monster is a long side quest, but we do want to head out there and get that done immediately. You want to switch out your accessories if you are going to do this now. You want skull pendants instead of whatever other status prevention accessory you have, as Fate Spinners have a chance to instant kill. There we go. So heading back out onto the West Coast Highway. Not much in particular that you need to look out for, seeing as we only have one quest that we really need to do, but, you know. We do have to walk all the way back over to Ravvenue, so just keep your wits about you, pay attention to the minimap if you're using Eagle Eye like I am, and we should be good. Sorry for the rush of words, I'm just trying to speak quickly, as the speed up is also quick. Uh-oh. Well, go figure. I cannot be trusted with the safety of party members. At least not when I'm letting myself get jumped like that. With the stuff on the Arcade done, and while we've got a bit of downtime so I can speak before we get into the Fate Spinner quests, I just want to mention that tidbit section between Agate and Tita. It just evolves their characters a lot in a very short space of time, and it's probably one of my favourite parts of this game, given the setup that it had from first chapter with Agate helping Tita and Professor Russell stay on the run from the... Dear God, if I can remember, the Intelligence Division. Whoopity whoopity whoop. I don't think I need anything from the Moonlight Path. Either way, this seems to be Agate's thing, so I'm gonna let him lead for now. I did check this earlier, but yes. This grave is also here in first chapter as well, so you can inspect it there. It's just one of the nice continuity things where if you are immersed in the world and actually observe it, you can, you know, know a couple things before you get to this game, and it's just neat. I don't think there's any other particular thing to it other than it's neat. So if we head towards the abandoned mine, there's another thing that I want to pick up while we're over here anyway that has nothing to do with the Fate Spinner. If you head up away from the Ravvenue trail into the abandoned mine, no one is allowed to be on this point. Thanks, Army! Thanks for delaying my return here. Ah, you suck. We're gonna sit here and guard the entrance to this really powerful item, but by the way, we're not gonna help you kill that Fate Spinner, because we're the army. Bloody useless. Anyway, the item I'm referring to is called the Crimson Eye, and when we get it later, you'll understand why I want it so goddamn bad. Anyway. Need to very carefully navigate to this jerk face. In the tactics menu, I'd recommend using this kind of lineup, same as I am. So, the Fate Spinners. Large mountain monster attacks with surprising speed for its size, can petrify its prey. Not fun! Not fun at all. Easiest advice I can offer for dealing with these guys is smoke cannon. If you're lucky, you can take the roly-polies out of the fight, and that makes it a whole lot easier to deal with. God damn it. I really needed him to not hit Agate, but, like, you know, whatever. I suppose we can't all be winners. I think I'm just going to reset on that. I might actually adjust the battle setup as well. And do a box. Something like that. Might work better, I'm not sure. Okay, it's a start. Gonna give Agate the Rampage Fish. If that actually did get to hit, that would have been spooky. A Flame Smash. Want to White Gehenna as many of the roly-polies as I possibly can. The White Gehenna is to hopefully stun them. Hopefully is the key phrase there. Okay, we instantly killed them. Well, you know, that's nice. Meadow Tusk is almost like a one-shot on everyone. Fun, right? No? Too bad. I am not hitting for the big damage. This is the big sad.
We're good to go.
Well then. Search me, because my lucky number is not on this table. What? And then we try again. I mean, if they're gonna get stuck behind the roly-poly, far be it from me to argue. Okie dokie. Thank you.
Take him down.
There we go. Just give it a damage debuff. That might make this slightly more doable. Ow! Feck! Feck, 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 feck. Well, that's gonna have to be how I do it. Otherwise, I am very screwed. Oh, of course you get the HP heal. You ding-dong. Wow. I do not have enough time to do anything else, which is why Vital Cannon is going to be handy. That's how that's going to have to go, because I do not have the resources. Ah! Please technically do damage. Oh, God. Don't hit Agate. Don't hit Agate. Oh, God. This is the big suck. I do not like this at all. Hey, Chloe, can you, like, unfuck, please?
Now, light of the heavens.
Maybe? Just a bit? Whoa! Wow! Fuck. Wow! Heck.
We're good to go.
Why do they have a double attack bonus, man? Come on! Oh, no. Don't. And thank you! Okay, one's almost dead. Oh, come on! I needed that! I needed that one too! Oh! Really unlucky with the Meadow Tusks. Jesus.
So sorry.
Fine, universe. I give. Have my resignation letter. It's about the fucks that I do not give. Huzzah!
Come on.
One. One.
Take him down.
Here. Damage. Damage. screw you in particular. Ow. Murder. If only I had the slots to give you Latira, that would be really nice. And stuff. Because Tita's gonna get deleted unless I Tomac and Wadge. And then I have to Sudoku Boom, because otherwise nothing happens.
Come on, everyone.
Come on! Yes!
Now,
Okay, then full heal. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. God, please, no. No. No!
we're good to go.
Why am I not in range this one fucking time? I need to be. Holy shit. Why? Ah, you suck. Die, you suck. I can do that. I'm going to... Ah, it's the wrong one! Oh. Fine. Fine, that's... Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, game. Sure, we'll go with that. That was my plan all along. Damn it. It's gonna have to be Big Stick. Oh, come on. The one time the stick fails. No. Stop it. You. Oh my god. No, this is the badness that I do not want. Please stop being dead. Thank you. Oh god, well, at least she lived. Look at me! Not her, me, you fool! Well, I mean, I think he's probably dead anyway, as long as I don't whiff into the ether. Throw a ledge. Small child donk with cannon. Bada boom, bada bing. See, guys, it's not that hard. Anyway, Agate goes up to level 62. And the quest monster is dead. Womp, 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 womp. Can now save, thank God. And let's head down to Ravvenue Village again. Yippee. Because now we can leave. It's nice that they leave it there, if you want to look at the image again. Well, there's nothing else for us in Ravvenue at the moment. Aside from, I think, optional dialogue with the village elder. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Whoa. Okay, Yeah, I should probably reassign my accessories before I get my ass beat. If I want to not be, dumb. Would be cool. Where is the button? There is the button. There we go. Now we are properly outfitted. I really hope this is enough to get us up to a C rank with all the stuff we've been doing so far. If it's not, I'm going to be a bit upset, but I'll be understanding. No. I just walked face first into a monster. I am dumb. This is a revelation to no one. Yippee! +5. Oh! We're 2 off because I didn't do the Ren stuff right. Ugh! God damn it. Well, this is why we follow things to a T and don't go willy-nilly planning. Ugh. Let's move out to not Ravvenue. We've just been to Ravvenue. Verte Bridge. Yeah, that's the one. Ow. Murder. If I could pick up the HP 4 for Tita so she can cast La Tira, that would be swell, but I'm not gonna bank on it. Okay, who am I kidding? I'm totally banking on it. Yaw! Yeet! If I get it first try. Oh my god. You know, sometimes things are just meant to be the way they are. And that's okay. You just have to accept that sometimes life wants to screw you. Ugh. That stings just a little bit. Just a smidge. Anyhow. At least we don't have to go after any more of the wisdoms. That's a freaking consolation and a half. Whew. The third road. No need for us to go over to Verte Bridge. We just want to head straight into the Nebel Valley. This is the first time you have to mandatorily come here, I think, in any of the Sky games, so that's a first. Okay then, first we need to visit that little hut on the eastern side of the valley, right? Yeah, let's hurry. Indeed, we shall. So we head along this side. I don't know if we can dodge that. Nope. At least we didn't get back attacked. Already been over all the enemies in this area, so I don't feel the need to do it again.
Nicely done.
And he is dead. I'm gonna go left and shimmy up the house. This is where I came earlier. We can rest in his bed, thank you, sir. Yo, old-timer! Oh, Agate and the little Sprouts group.
Hello, Mr. Welmer. Sorry to bother you.
You kids seem like you're filled with purpose this time. What's happened? Tell me.
Yes, we are, sir, actually.
Oh, I see. Explains all the noise a little while ago, at least. Hey, old-timer. You used to say you've been to the Northwest, right? If you don't mind, we'd like to know what route you used. Absolutely not. Huh? The hell? Why not? Let me ask you kids one question. Once you find that dragon, what are you gonna do?
Oh, it seems like it's being controlled, so we don't really want to slay it.
If it keeps causing trouble even after we break the gospel, we'll have to. Can't let it hurt people, no matter what. Goodness, children today know nothing. You kids are treating that dragon as if it's just a big monster. There's no dumb beast you're hunting. That is a divine creature older than the Great Collapse. From before the Great... What?
You're saying it's been here for over 1,200 years?
Come on, old-timer, be serious. Sure, it might have a long lifespan, but...
No, I fear Mr. Welmer may be correct. There are records of sightings of dragons that go back as far as 900 years to Liberls' founding. Apparently, they used to show themselves more often, and many of the reports are, suspiciously uniform.
Seriously?
I'm, starting to think we shouldn't have thought of it like a normal monster.
Trying to slay that creature would be nothing but suicide. So be good and leave it to the Royal Army. Honestly, most of the army's got their heads up their ends too, but maybe he could.
Huh?
Anyway, I've no desire to send young people to their graves. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
But...
Hey, old-timer. I appreciate the concern, but you're a bit off the mark, don't you think? We've fought a lot of nasty stuff to get this far. Intelligence Division thugs, ancient orbital machines. Nasty as they were, though, we couldn't just let them go because they were too dangerous. We put together what we had, every one of us, and gave it our all, and we managed to overcome them. This dragon's the same. We ain't just gonna blindly rush in, but we can't let us go either. So please, lend us a hand. We need you.
Agate. Agate?
Finally got a bit of nobility on that ugly mug of yours, eh? Your sister would like that. Well, after a speech like that, I guess I have no choice but to help, huh?
Really? Thank you, Mr. Welmer.
Wemler. Nah, don't worry about it. I'm not doing anything that big. I'll head out first and get things ready. Come and find me when you're ready. I'll be at the deepest point of the western side.
Come find you?
Wait, when are you gonna tell us how to get to the northwestern part of... It's gonna involve a bit more than just telling you. Anyway, come as soon as you can to the west side by foot. I'll be waiting.
Wait!
Nothing for it. Like the old man said, we should get going.
Right. Deepest point of the west side of the valley, right?
Yeah. Need to keep an eye out so that we don't get lost out there.
He is not wrong. Make sure you rest up in the bed before you leave. And let's head on over to the furthest part of the west side. That would be the area where we fought the ghost epitaphs, if you remember that. That connections. So you want to head all the way over this side, follow the log bridge. Mind the white mantises.
No. Bleh. Much bleh, many bleh. Followed by a little bit of bleh.
Head down this way. That's the luck chest. Or well, this is the luck chest. In case you didn't get it last time, that's where it is.
Thought I'd let you be in the know. If we head up here... Looks like you made it. Old timer. So, if we cross that bridge... Aye, go straight across and you'll reach a rocky mountain. It's got a cave in it that'll let you climb up further. Your dragon's over that way. Gotcha. We owe you, Welmer. If it's all for you, Sprouts, then I'm gonna be heading back to my hut. Mind yourselves, though. That cave's packed with all manner of nasties. Things get dangerous. Don't be stupid. Turn around and rest up. If you need a break, come by the hut and I'll help you out. Thanks, Mr. Welmer. We'll be careful. So, this is where the dragon is. Time to really get serious. Wait a moment. We promised we would contact Morgan aboard the Arcee when we found the dragon, remember? Right, good point. Sieg, come. Scream! Hello there, you. Thanks, Sieg. Man, that bird makes no frickin' sense. Alright, Sieg, listen closely. I need you to deliver that note to Morgan and Julia aboard the Arcee. Can you do that for me? Scream! Alright, now we are prepared. Okay, let's do this. Yeah! Let's go! Next time on Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, we will begin to explore the ancient dragon's dwelling. And hopefully we'll find the dragon at the top. Sorry for the abrupt and awkward start with the stream. It's just a consequence of what happened last time. I apologise that I couldn't do more about it. Thanks for stopping by, giving the likes, doing the notification bells, and the subscribal stuff. Helps to keep the channel relevant within the algorithm. So I'd appreciate it if you could do that. If you've already subbed or hit the bell, you are a legend, as is the case. And I believe that's everything. So, thanks for coming by. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. So long, everybody.